as Jeremiah mentioned, I am Adrienne Bennett. I am running for Congress because Maine needs a congresswoman who will speak out on controversial issues, including mass immigration. And now what's controversial? Free speech.
Yes.
For us.
Our speaker tonight is Michelle Malkin. And one of the reasons we have had to fight so hard to secure this venue that will allow her to speak, well, it's because she is asking the inconvenient questions. Questions about who decides to let into our country. This is a conversation that we must have openly. We need to replace Jared Golden, a congressman. He is a congressman who voted to impeach Donald Trump, with someone who will say, we need to replace him with somebody who will say no to illegal immigration, to someone who will stand up to Janet Mills to say no more welfare to non-citizens. At least until we take care of Mainers first. Our seniors and our veterans, they are struggling.
That's right.
There are some of you in this room that we struggle to make ends meet. We must put Mainers first. Yet we have Jared Golden, Janet Mills, and Ethan Strimling. They're putting immigrants, legal and illegal, ahead of Mainers who have paid their dues and paid into the system. It's wrong. We need a congresswoman who will fight for free speech on college campuses. And you know what? I wholeheartedly support Donald Trump's executive order that says that universities that receive federal funding must ensure that free speech and free inquiry are protected. And that means for conservatives too. Or else you lose your funding. You lose your taxpayer funding. You know, it was not long ago when universities were supposed to be the marketplace for free inquiry, for free speech. When I graduated from the New England School of Communications in Bangor, when I was a young producer and then a seasoned reporter in Bangor, I was encouraged to ask questions. The inconvenient questions sometimes. Now asking tough questions gets you blacklisted. Our constitutional rights are under attack. Our religious liberties are at risk. Our culture is being transformed. And we must stand up to protect it. Every single one of us here tonight, we are fighting for something. Regardless of your political views, you're here for a reason. You're here to stand up for freedom. So I thank you for that. Today, we live in a PC world, political correctness. It is a weapon of the establishment and the media, the left media, to suppress people who don't go along with the forces that keep them in power. That's key. Or help them take your rights away from you. When I win the Republican nomination and then defeat Jared Golden to serve as Maine's next congresswoman, I will fight the culture of political correctness. I will cut through the fake news media, and I will defend our rights to speak your mind, to ask uncomfortable questions, to have a conversation with others respectfully and civilly, and to protect our culture and our time-honored values. Tonight, we're here to listen to a woman who rejects political correctness and instead seeks out the facts, just as I was taught as a young reporter. This is a woman whom I admire for speaking her mind, and she is proudly defending our culture. Michelle Malkin is a mother, she's a wife, a blogger, a conservative, syndicated columnist, longtime cable TV news commentator, and best-selling author of 7 books. You got to pick up the latest one. It's great. I'm sure she'll talk about it some more. Open Borders, Inc. Married for 26 years and the mother of 2 teenage children, 16 and 19, right? She lives with her family in Colorado. She started her newspaper journalism career at the Los Angeles Daily News in 1992. Moved to the Seattle Times in 1995. And has been penning nationally syndicated newspaper columns for Creators Syndicate since 1999. She is founder of conservative internet startups like Twitchy.com and Hot Air.
Because I'm full of it.
She's very witty too. Michelle has received numerous awards for investigative journalism and has been the staple on conservative television and radio programs, including Fox News and our beloved Howie Carr. Yeah. We love him.
Is Howie here?
As a mom and former, right. Happy birthday, Howie, if you're listening. As a mom and former journalist myself, I cannot tell you how proud I am to be able to bring this brave, outspoken, conservative woman to Maine. So it is an absolute pleasure to introduce Michelle Malkin.